Hello, I am Mob Soda. Welcome back to Valhalla. Where we last left off, we just got done with day 2 of work. We met the ever so famous Kirai Miki, the idol star, and she was a load of fun, might I say. Energetic as always. We read the articles, and we bought the Your Love is a Drug CD. So I think we can just get straight on to work. Thursday, December 15th. Good evening. Oh, hi there. I was expecting the bar to be different before opening hours, but I guess it's just the same tired thing. Alma? Ah, Leonidas. Gillian. Marcelo. I stumbled across her on my way in and asked her if she wanted to tag along. Hope you don't mind. Sure, make yourself at home. Where's Boss? She didn't put the helmet on again, did she? She went out for a bit. I don't know what for, but she'll be back. Alright. Alma, make yourself comfortable while I prepare. Right, thanks. Alright, jukebox. Do we have that? Wait, Irene. This one's new. I kinda like it. What's this one again? Ah, whatever. I'm gonna get rid of the last 4 songs and put in some new ones. There it is, Your Love is a Drug. That one's great. What's this one? Okay. Dusk. Okay, I can combine that one. Alright, let's start our day at work. Time to mix drinks and change lives. For better or worse. What was that? Oh, just something they made me say back in instruction. Just kinda stuck. Huh. I went to a school that made us stand up with our hands on our backs when someone came in. What? The habit didn't rub off until high school or so. Yeah, it's kinda like that. Oh yeah, look at this. A glass with a signature? I'll assume that it's either an autograph or an impromptu medicine report. That Kira Miki girl came here actually yesterday before a concert. Oh, yeah? Now I see her name here. You don't seem very surprised. I like B-Link more, actually. The stoic-looking duo, right? Yep, those. Seems you had a better day than mine yesterday. I had to break up with Damien. I see. Want a drink? You don't seem very surprised. Alma, we've known each other for, what, a few months now? I'd be interested if those relationships of yours went further than a week or 2. You say you broke up, but there's usually not enough time to foster something to break. It's more like the guy wasn't what I wanted, so I stopped flirting. You could pretend to be more interested, you know. Like my mom says, if I don't buy it, it's because I know the product. Speaking of buying, do you want a frame? A frame? Yeah, for all those pics you have of your boss. The ones filling your phone's memory. Some seem sneakily taken at that. Is that true? What do you care? How the heck did you find that out? So it is true. Shut up! I'm a hacker, remember? You shouldn't piss off a hacker. Oh. Aw, I really like this one of her sleeping in her office. I think I'll copy it. You. Hey, can you make me a bad touch before we keep arguing? sure. Bad touch, huh? Boom. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 4 karma drain. On the rocks in less than 5 seconds. We're nothing but mammals after all. Here. Who gives the drinks their silly names? Usually the ones who register as it. Some people have quite the silly sense of humor. Like the girl who keeps laughing over this particular drink's name. Yeah. So, who's Damien again? The one with a nice car. Sure, he's also the manager at the bank, but that car was what caught my eye. What was wrong? Turns out he was a LARPer. LARP? Live action roleplay. That sounds more like the nickname of some heavy-handed writer or military organization. What did he roleplay as? Have you heard of the Woodstock fairs? Those events where people barely dress, stink, roll in the mud, and screw in the open? Those are hippies, yeah. He frequents those, and it's something I'd rather not deal with at all. If I stayed with him, I'd eventually have to. I mean, I need to support my partner in what he does, but if it's something like that, you see, that's the problem right there. You say breaking up like you had something formal, but most of the time you're still getting to know him. Think about it. Have you ended your longest lasting relationship for things like those? Okay, sorry for not using the right word or whatever, but I'm still sorely disappointed. At least I'm trying to get some action. When was the last time you spent the night with someone else? Last night. Your cat doesn't count. A year ago. It was messy. See? I mean, I have no idea how you deal with that. If I were you, I would have pushed... I would have pushed Big Boy over into the closet ages ago. People have different needs and priorities. Again, priorities. Yes, but don't you miss having the warmth of someone else at your side? Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs, putting your head on their chest, listening to them breathe as they pet your head, dozing off, knowing they're there, watching you, protecting you. I think you have a little bit of a fantasy complex. Anything I can make you to shut up and drink? I'll have you know that my Uncle John taught me ventriloquism when I was 12. Drinking will stop me from talking. Then we're making tasteless puns for Aunt Rosa. Still, give me something weird, would you? Ventriloquism. Weird. A weird drink. Yeah, something different, experimental, uncommon. Let's see. Promo drinks fit the bill that easily. Type. Promo. What's the most expensive promo drinks? Looks like it's gonna be piano. What about the piano man? We can do that. All on the rocks and mixed. 3. Piano man. Here. Yeah, this fits the bill. It's a promotional drink made to commemorate a movie. Red. They last left at the chance to sell drinks that would be unmarketable otherwise. Oh? You know, your orders are weird today. They are? Yeah. Usually the first thing you ask is a Brandini. And something else like a Cobalt Velvet or something similar. Well, I sometimes feel like I need something different, you know? Variety. Something tells me part of the reason you left this Damien is because he was too deep into routine. Maybe. Hey, speaking of routines, as a hacker, what's your opinion on the whole Alice_Rabbit thing? That's the silence of somebody who just heard something stupid. Stupid enough to warrant the speech they've prepared just for occasions like this. As always, very perceptive of you. You know, decades ago, there's this group of people that hack simple sites with an agenda. Can't remember what they used to call themselves. I just remember that it was just pretty petty vandalism. Anyway, everyone that participated started using the same name. They wanted to create this anonymous anarchist identity. The whole Alice_Rabbit thing is the logical conclusion of all that. It's what happened when the idea reaches its breaking point and goes mainstream. It is no longer a group, but an individual. An untouchable entity watching from the shadows, monitoring and judging everything anyone does. Observing, tolerating no one but itself. A lot of BS for what's essentially a pet that press made up. Hold on, I gotta get a drink of water. Wasn't prepared for this. Okay. The antithesis of your usual boogeyman, if you must. So, you don't think such a person exists? No, don't care. I mean, we have seen the actions of such an entity. But it might be anything. An individual, a group, an AI. It's not taking into account all the copycats and pranksters using the name. So Alice_Rabbit is a thing that exists, but it's also really muddied overall. There's something else that worries me though. That kind of story always catches the attention of kids and such. They start trying to hack stuff without knowing the risk or consequences. Imagine if suddenly a group of tweens broke into this bar and started asking for drinks. That's how it feels for me. And it's thanks to that damn Alice Rabbit thing. I see. But enough of that. There's a more pressing matter at hand. There is? Yeah. You've been delaying my invitations for hanging out sometime for far too long. Oh, that. Do you hate me that much, Joe? Does my presence make you that uncomfortable? No, at this rate, I might just crash by your apartment. That way you can't just say no. Maybe I'll also crash for the night. We could have a sleepover, braid our hair, tell stories all night, shower together. You know, give me some human warmth in that place. Your boobs alone fill my entire bathroom. I see priorities. Man, you respect too nonchalantly. It's no fun. React a little bit. Let me tease you for a second. I refuse. In all seriousness though, any particular reason you keep turning down my invitation? I mean, it's not a date. I just want to have a conversation with you outside these four walls. I'm not a morning person. I registered for a night shift precisely to avoid waking up early. The earliest I asked you out is 10 a.m., you know. That's early morning by my standards. True. I mean, it's not that I don't want to hang out. I just don't want to wake up early. I feel that on a different level. You are hopeless. Anyway, I'm gonna need another drink here. Like say, a big Brantini. Finally, that's the all I know. Brantini. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. All aged mix. That should do. Here. You know, Brantini is such a weird name. It was originally supposed to replicate the Martini. Problem is, the BTC got a hold of a brand of vermouth that was named after a certain automobile company. So, on a weird whim, they changed the name. I see. You know, I was wondering. Yeah? Don't you worry about what the people you work for might be doing with the information you provide? Not really. You don't? Do you worry about what happens when people leave this place drunk? Not really. Most of the time. Well, neither do I. Why should you? Do you get people drunk? Some say my beauty is intoxicating. That's besides the point. I get my payment, do my job, and forget about the whole thing. You make your job sound so easy. Once you understand what precautions to take, it's no problem. And I've always found my job fun. However, most of my contracts are consultancy-based gigs. It's not like every day's a thrill. Do you meet with your client, or... I don't. It's always from behind as many filters as I can manage. I remember I once had a job where I had a couple of kids relaying letters. For security reasons, right? Actually, because that way I lose a lot less time. I don't have to deal with clients hitting on me or pestering me after the job's done. I also don't have to lose time providing my worth because big boobs equals small brain or some other stuff like that. I mean, protecting my identity is one of the reasons. For the few times I've shown myself, they weren't even risky or dangerous jobs, just run-of-the-mill security checks. I don't know, maybe I need to show up as a disheveled... Well, I can't pronounce that word, I'm not smart. Nerd or something. Give them what they expect to see. Or I just don't show up and save myself the trouble. What other questions? Just things I've been curious about and always forgot to ask. So many Alice_Rabbit headlines have me wonder about the hacking business too. Oh, I'll remember to ask you things next time then. Well, I'll take my leave now. See ya. Take care. Hello, sugar. Ow. Hello, Mr. Donovan. Like my pop used to say, never touch the butt of a woman with metallic arms. I think it's more like plastic and carbon fiber. The hardest frickin' whatever the heck. And that's all my abdomen felt. Priorities. Do you normally greet people that way? I'm a man that can't contain himself when he sees something like he likes, kid. Oh, but don't worry, you're safe. You're flattened in the field at my summer house. Bit of advice, you shouldn't provoke the one serving you drinks or food. Don't be offended, kid. You have your audience, I'm just not part of it. Today I'm making this as a quick one. Gotta tend to business in a while. Having said that, I'll just have the usual. The usual, he says. Alright, big beer coming up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All mixed. That should be good. Sure, this'll work. What brings you today, Mr. Donovan? The girl I interviewed yesterday is coming again in a couple of weeks, so I was working to clinch an exclusive interview. Did you succeed? Who the heck do you think you're talking to? I'm Donovan D. Dawson. I always get what I want. Sure, I had to blackmail the editors of other outlets, but the end result is what matters. I see. Wait, blackmail? You'd be surprised at the kind of stuff you find out when you get the right people drunk. Hey, the signature of that glass over there. Oh yeah. That big boob Lilum was here. She came yesterday before the concert. Yeah. Anything juicy come out of her visit? Nah. Gossip worthy? Nah. Tabloid worthy? Nah. Come on, there has to be something. Well, her love for what she does is so honest and pure that anyone who tries to ruin it should be shamed. Or ashamed. Oh, don't give me that crap. Throw me a bone here, anything. I've got nothing. Everyone has a price. How much are you to spill the beans? I'm serious. She said nothing that could be used against her that you didn't already know. Fine. Hey kid, do you think Lilum have nipples? Excuse me? I mean, I've seen a couple of pornos where they've had them, but that really could be modded, you know. So yesterday, while interviewing a single Lilum chick, I kept wondering if those boobs had nipples. I mean, I'd be fine without them, but the curiosity is killing me. Priorities, everyone. But I'm even more curious about the engineers that designed them. Can you picture a room full of people discussing whether or not the blues on alone look good? A bunch of guys and a lesbo engineer wondering if the latest model's vagina is good enough. And God bless those son of a B-words. Any interesting preview of tomorrow's news? You expect me to share my information with when you wouldn't share your scoop on the singer? How could one share when there's honestly nothing to share? I'm gonna be a good citizen today and let this one pass. Have you heard of a group called the Harbingers? Not really, no. There's some group wanting to overthrow the White Knights. I read their manifesto in the bathroom once. Interesting piece, even better makeshift toilet paper. They talk about how the organization is corrupt, full of mob bosses or something like that. I think I've heard about that somewhere. What of them? They sent a message to some outlets saying that they have proof of their claims. And that they're gonna release it to the public tomorrow. Oh, that'd be interesting to see. I think. I know, right? Alright, kid. Give me a bleeding chain so I can call it a day. Okay. Dang. Bleeding chain. There it is. Bronze check. He likes everything big, so that messed up. God dang it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll blend it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Here. Simple enough for you, I see. So, I've heard that this Dana Zane's bar. Is that true? Yep. Never thought I'd hear about the undefeated of the West again. More so after the incidents with the Bears. Where is she? She's out running. Wait, Bears? 6 years ago, a cash-strapped Dana Zane entered an underground ring for money. Faced 10 enraged grizzly bears. She beat them all without killing them. I heard she set them free afterwards, too. And you were there? I was drunk and bored. What can I say? Do you know if she lost her arm there? Can't remember. Too drunk. Maybe she had her prosthetic then, too. I heard someone there suggest that she lost it after throwing a baseball out of some stadium. Threw it so hard her arm fell off. But that sounds more like an unsubstantiated rumor. Is that substantiated? Whatever. Like something she made up. Well, I gotta go. Next time you see Dana, thank her for winning me my second yacht. I knew betting on her was the right choice. Please come again. Yeah. Alright, I guess that's break. Go ahead and save. And actually, since I'm running low on time, this is where it's going to end for today. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like the content. Leave a dislike if you didn't like the content. Comment what, you know, could make me better as a YouTuber. And, you know, as always, I am Mob Soda. Stay poppin'.